literally just sent out the email to join this group like 5 minutes ago. So I know that no one's on here yet because obviously probably no one's read the email and no one's joined, but I wanted to get on here and talk about what we usually do to get what we want, to manifest what we want, and why it doesn't work. Because I was stuck in this for so long, thinking, especially for the last year, thinking I knew that this guy that I was in love with, right, was in love with me. And I knew that we were supposed to be together. And I couldn't figure out how to make it work. And it was the typical pattern with all my relationships, trying so hard to be supportive, be there, and kind of, in a weird way, earn love. Now, I would never have said that back then, but you think if you could be supportive enough, be there, be available enough, just, be understanding enough, then maybe it would work, right? And really, when we give all that up and we just surrender the whole thing and just know that this thing is going to happen, right? We don't have to micromanage. We don't have to control it. We don't have to do anything but be the person that calls that in. We don't have to worry about how the outcome is going to happen. I already know that I am going to be married to him, and well, obviously now, right? Because I've already manifested him as my future husband. We're already dating. He's already said several times, I want to marry you. I'm going to marry you. So it's there. And I know without a doubt that we're going to be married. But I had to surrender the control. I had to let go. And not only did I have to let go energetically between us, or energetically, like inside of me, but I also had to let go of control between us. I had this huge, like, masculine energy thing going on between us, and I had to learn to trust him, which is very hard, right? To learn to trust someone when they're not as available as you want them to be, or they're not available, because over the last year he wasn't. And I had to learn to trust that he was going to show up and start being available, that he was going to be my future husband and start acting like that. But it's so hard when you look at your outside circumstances and everything tells you it's not going to happen. But what you have to do is you have to stay in the belief and keep focused on that, and stop looking at what you think is possible, and stop changing things around because, oh, maybe this isn't going to happen. But you have to keep stepping forward in faith. And for me, I had to let go of the whole thing, stop pursuing him, right? I wasn't doing a great job of pursuing because it wasn't working. That's the whole point, right? But stop being available, stop putting myself out there, and just walk away and surrender. And then just trust that he was going to show up. And when I did that, everything changed, right? But I also had to surrender to the universe and just allow it to happen however it was going to happen. Now, we have such a hard time surrendering anything, right? We want to know how we're going to get the thing, how it's going to happen, how long is it going to take, when is it going to be there? And we keep micromanaging that. And then in relationships, we keep trying to take control. We keep trying to fix it. We keep trying to meddle into it, right? And that never works. And it just ends up we just end up feeling depleted, confused, exhausted, and tired. And then we just get frustrated because it's not working. Well, it's not working because you're messing with it, right? But if we just trust that that's going to happen, then that's going to happen. Now, I was talking to my, I don't think I've ever used this word. Stepmother. I have never called her that. The other day, just call her by her name. That's so weird. Anyway, I was talking to her the other day, and just about my relationship, and she's like, you need to get that man to commit to you. I'm like, just because he's not acting in a certain way that you think that I'm fine with, and you think that it's not right, doesn't mean he's not committed. And that's the thing. Like, you have to trust when maybe it doesn't look like. I've built so much trust up with myself, the universe, and with him. Like, I have so much trust, right? So usually this situation would have bothered me, but it doesn't bother me. And it doesn't mean that he's not committed. It's not even a big deal. It really isn't. But if you are so much in fear that you can't let go and trust, life is going to suck. Life is really going to suck. And that's where we get burnt out. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I will see you tomorrow on tomorrow's Facebook Live.